I'm so excited because for many years I've been coming here to Tatsumi, PA, which is a parking area right in Tokyo. I've been shooting here, but I've never actually had a chance to take my own car here. So tonight is the first time I'm taking my car here. We have Dino with his Bayside Blue R34 also. We're gonna go for a little cruise around Tokyo. It's been 1 year exactly since I took delivery of my Bayside Blue R34 GTR.
Yeah.
And luckily I've been driving it a lot in Japan. I've put over 5,000 kilometers on mine.
That's a solid effort. That's more than I've driven in a decade.
Yeah, so part of it is because I know I'm going to drive it now more than ever.
Yeah.
You know, when it's in the US, it's probably just going to sit and I'll only drive it for special occasions. But when I'm in Japan, my R34 is my daily driver. But one of the things I've always wanted to do is A, shoot with your Bayside Blue R34 GTR, and B, come to Tatsumi, PA, one of the most famous parking areas, if not.
Well, it used to be the most famous, and then, like I said, they put the barriers up and they started closing it pretty much every single Saturday and Sunday night. So I haven't been back here at nighttime in maybe 4 or 5 years.
So this is a Friday night.
Friday night,
and it's not even that late.
I think it's because it's the first Friday of the year. People are still maybe like, you know, coming back from their vacations and taking it easy. Not so many people are out today, I think. I mean, it's weird. I mean, it might get shut down, who knows?
Yeah. So this is your first time driving your car in a long time too?
Yeah, so it's been sitting for a while. Since it was at Tokyo Auto Salon in 2018, I kind of stored it away because prices went crazy. I didn't want to continue with, you know, the tuning I was doing. I wanted to kind of have a think about what I was doing and not regretting things, you know? And then once I started my YouTube channel, I thought, you know, it's got to be on the channel. Yeah. So I started bringing it back to life.
It is not green anymore. It's back to blue.
No, it's back to blue finally, and that was a chore. That was a chore. So if you check out the video of me removing the wrap, yeah, don't leave wraps on for 6 years. It's not good.
Just don't do it. Yeah. Or if you leave it on for 6 years, keep adding to the wrap, so it's more wrap.
I don't know, man. I did it because somebody scratched my car like a couple of weeks before Tokyo Auto Salon, and I didn't find any shop that would paint it because everybody was so busy getting the show cars ready. So my only option was to wrap it, and that's what I did. And then, you know, things kind of progressed, and
that's rough.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Fast forward 6 years, but it's almost there. So we actually fitted new turbos, cams, runs a Haltech ECU. Everything's ready to go, it just needs a map. So I'm waiting for my friend from Italy to come back at the end of the month, and then we're gonna finalize the map and just get it running nicely. Now I can drive it up to about 3,000 RPM.
That's it?
And then fuel cuts and ignition cuts happen, and it goes like bah, 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 bah. It's oh my god, it's torture.
So this is actually the first R34 I've ever ridden in.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
It was quite a while ago. It was here in Japan, obviously, and you know, ever since then I told myself I would eventually get one. And look at them. They're like car twins, but not really. Yours is a V-Spec, both 99. Yeah. Yours is heavily modified, more heavily modified.
It's like the beginning of what you would do to these things, right?
Right. Okay. So it's
like aftermarket
modified.
Turbos, cams, fueling.
Do you have? Are those gauges aftermarket? Is that?
Yeah, that's the Nismo, the white Nismo gauges. There's two. There's a black and a white. I went for the white that time.
I think they look good. Yeah. So what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna hit up some of the most iconic spots in Tokyo. Yeah. We're gonna do the C1, which I've never done the whole loop. Yeah. Because like I drive in Tokyo, you know, all the time. I stay here most of the time. This time I'm here for almost a month, and I'm on the C1 all the time, and just for a section. Yeah. But mostly in the daytime. Never the whole thing at night, because traditionally that's what you would run as a loop.
Yeah, back in the old school, kind of like, you know, Shutoko race days, that's what you would do. Then it kind of got a little bit stricter and people started doing this loop. It's called R9. So you leave Tatsumi and you go into Ginza and then back to the Rainbow Bridge in here. So that's the R9 loop.
And when people did that, they would come back and their brakes would just be billowing in smoke,
People
almost
would be
glowing.
timing. They would be timing themselves. It's like a thing. Well, it used to be, obviously.
They used to come here and check tire pressures and stuff.
Oh yeah. So we'll be doing multiple laps if you want, and then you'll probably be shocked how short it is.
I want to do it. I've never done it. I've only seen other people do it, and because okay, this is a good time to throw back some pictures that I've shot here before the barrier got put up. It was such a cool meeting place. Two cars would come, they would leave, and they would race, and they would come back. And they would pick up another opponent, and so on and so forth.
And I followed a few of those guys before. I just happened to be, heading back home when they would be blasting by me, and I tried to keep up a little bit. They drove hard, man. It was insane. And I wouldn't want to be doing that these days because the police is much stricter. So keep that stuff for the track, I guess.
All right, we'll drive it slow because he can only go 3,000 RPM.
Yeah.
Here we
Sounds good though.
Even in this light, you can really tell how faded my paint is, which is good because it really drives the point home for me to actually take this to Garage Ishida to get it fully restored. And this trip is going to be the last time I get to drive this in Japan with it unrestored. The next time I come back to Japan, this thing should be completely restored, or at least I'll probably follow a couple of the steps. And then hopefully in the summertime, before it actually gets shipped to the US, I get to drive it when it's fully restored. GDI. Is that a dream shot or what? Oh! Is this real life? Look at this thing. This thing is so crazy. I've always wanted this shot. This exact shot.
Let me see. What are your settings? Are you AV P mode? P for pro, right?
I didn't realize you were just gonna take off like that.
Well, they started taking down our number plates.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you guys, dude?
They're in the A86.
Okay. You left too.
I left them. They were really taking down our number plates? I didn't see that. Huh. We were shooting our shots and then the highway patrol police came by, very kindly started writing down our license plates. So we just jumped in our cars and I left Lewis and I left Peyton and we just left. Luckily there was room in the A86.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We just seriously parked there for 2 minutes just to get our shots and we were gonna leave anyways, so it worked out. Alec, what are we working with here for your camera car here?
It's the most unpractical camera car there is, really.
It's an A86.
Yeah.
It's a Toyota Corolla. What are you talking about?
It blends in, so it looks like it's meant to be there.
This is such a good camera car.
It is, I suppose, when you think of it that way. Yeah, it's good.
It looks great. It has a lot of sparkles.
Yeah. Last owner got pretty enthusiastic with it, but it's a good car. I suppose the only problem is with the camera car is you won't be able to hear the cars you're meant to be filming because it's just so much louder than anything else.
It's cool. It becomes part of the story.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose you could say that.
People are probably wondering, oh man, that sounds so like a 86.
Yeah.
Like a 4AG.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think we'll have some audio-less B-roll of the GTRs, but Or maybe 4H dubbed GTRs.
Yeah.
So see how it sounds.
All right, here we go. Lap of the C1. Dino and I are driving the C1 right now, and this is really the iconic route where many years ago racers would do this loop around Tokyo. This is like central Tokyo. Right now it's a lot more traffic. It's not terribly late, so there's just a lot of cars, but it's fine. We're just kind of cruising, and I just wanted to see what it's like to be able to drive through the city with another R34. This is so cool. This, talk about dream come true. Like, this is real boyhood dreams come true. And it's really interesting because you can kind of see some of the places where they've actually took inspiration and put into Gran Turismo to make actual real tracks in the game. So it's cool to see the bits and pieces that they took inspiration from. It just feels like I'm driving a video game in real life. Well, that was a lot of fun. It's so bright here. You really don't need a fast lens to shoot here. It's crazy how bright it is. Man, Dino's car pops so nicely in this light. Mine is just so dull.
Nice spot, right?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I bet you can't wait for your car to be tuned.
Oh man, it's a torture. You probably heard it, right? Like as soon as I get on it, so I can do like 3,000. That's it.
It sounds good.
Oh, it sounds awesome. And then it backfires a lot, so it's quite nice. But yeah, maybe my 3 weeks maybe. Yeah,
it's just so cool to see the two cars together.
Yeah, it's super nice.
I love it.
It's pretty cool with the Hachi following us too.
Cool,
it's like the JDM dream right there.
Yeah, I know. Lewis, that's your store right there. Louis Vuitton.
Louis. You know, it's funny. My mom actually named me after Louis Vuitton.
Get out of here.
I'm not even. I swear to God.
I was just kidding.
No, I'm not even joking with you. So she was gonna name me Kevin.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But like,
You don't look like a Kevin.
that's what I'm saying, man.
The last couple times we've been here in Tokyo have been so crazy. So we actually haven't really had a chance to shoot something for ourselves. And this time, because we installed KW suspension on this, I have my brand new Yokohama Advan Apex tires on here. I just wanted to actually go cruising and see the difference and see how improved it is. So that's why I figured it would be a good idea to reach out to Dino to actually go cruising around Tokyo. Dino's R34 GTR is the first one in the world to get KW suspension. So then Dino's, he got his KW suspension a couple years ago. They actually made a custom set. The one that I put on this car is the first ever production set of KW coilovers, Club Sports, for the R34 GTR. It's really important for me to kind of tell you guys this because it's really awesome that a company like KW, they're making coilovers for cars that have been out of production for a long time. I mean, this is 25 years old now. And the fact that they're coming out with new products for such an old car really speaks volumes about the company.
Literally 5 minutes and we'll get kicked out, so we gotta do our thing.
Yeah. Well, I was just here eating fish not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is a cool little street market area. Bunch of street vendors.
Come off the other side, we could probably try that for this.
This is just, what a cool scene. Look at this. Two of them. Not one, but two of them. Right next to each other. That's such a cool scene.
Tokyo, man.
That's so cool.
GTIs and fish.
GTRs and fish. Like, these guys are so dumbfounded. They're like, what's going on here?
That's the sound of the police.
We just pulled up to this fish market area and we just took a couple shots and we got kicked out pretty quick. So that means we're going to our next spot. We're going to Shibuya. Shibuya! Nice car!
Godzilla -1 or King Kong?
Wait, why is it -1?
Well, that's the current Godzilla. That's Godzilla -1. So like, there's like another Godzilla. That's like the Mecha Godzilla, whatever.
Okay. I thought you were gonna make a reference to Godzilla since we're driving two Godzillas.
No, Larry. Only
Look,
the
look, look.
Only the R32 is a Godzilla. You should know this.
It's a McDonald's.
Larry, you should know only the R32 is the Godzilla. R34s are fake Godzillas. Every GTR that's not an R32 is a fake Godzilla.
Yeah. So you actually are running Yokohama tires too.
Yeah. New was
The 8009s.
the 09s.
So I'm running the Apex
Right.
tires, and they're more like street tires versus
Yeah.
8009s are summer performance.
And also it's an export tire, right? So it's mainly popular in the US, or has been up until now, and then they started importing it in Japan more and more.
Ah, okay. And then so what I was saying earlier is that these are the only two GTRs in Japan that have KW suspension.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think there will be too many.
So I think yours was a custom made.
Mine was custom made.
Mine's the first ever production KW suspension for the R34.
So I'm keen to see what they've done with yours, because you know we're speaking maybe 6 years now. So I actually fitted mine, and they were made out of a Club Sport coilover, like a damper, right? So they adapted it to the 34. And it would be cool to see if they've actually evolved it. I'm sure they have. KW is so fast with that stuff.
Yeah.
Just to see what it kind of feels like.
What blows me away is that they even thought about this that long ago, right? So yours being 6 years old, how does it ride still?
Oh, it's fine. It's just, I mean, it's a Club Sport damper, so it's got that kind of, it's pretty noisy. Like, it's a lot of squeaking and stuff. But you know, I was ready to prepare this car for the track, so it was a damper I was supposed to go for. So with your set maybe being more street oriented, it makes it even more interesting, I think, especially for people that want to keep these cars long term.
Yeah, I just want to drive mine on the street. I'll drive it on the track, but
before they started getting this valuable, I just wanted to build a track car.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, U-turn. Let's think about that again. But yeah, I think it's. I'll be interested to see what it looks like.
that's it. Final stop of the day. It's super late. It was really cool to actually test the KW suspension on the street. It's my first time driving it with proper suspension. As you guys saw, last year I came in the summertime and I blew out the suspension and it almost caused a wreck, and it was very dangerous, to be honest with you. So I'm so glad to get this stuff on here. The Yokohama Tire Apex V601s are so good. They are honestly the best street tire. There's so much grip. Just driving around the C1 is such a good time. I could feel that it's really holding the road. We're gonna test them on Fuji Speedway. We're gonna do a full video of our Fuji Speedway track day. Here's a little teaser. See you guys in the next video.
GDI.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you wanna support us directly, go to larrychenprints.com. I print and sign every single one of these. This is the perfect gift, or it's the perfect piece of art for your wall.